Hey guys, and welcome to the Optin page training center. This is different than the product funnel, right? That was what we were talking about in the last videos, but here we're going to talk about our opt-in pages. And what an opt-in page is a way to collect email addresses so that you can build a list and then use that list to market your products either as an affiliate or as a vendor. So the way it works is basically you offer somebody something of value, like a checklist or a few tips, basically some kind of free content that gives that person value in exchange for their email address. So then you can then market them later on. So I'm just going to walk you through how to set up the opt-in page. It's really very simple. It's much simpler than the product funnel, and there's a lot less that goes into it, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So as you can see, here's some examples of different opt-in pages that I would want to offer, right? So say, for example, I am somebody who's in the biz op space. So teaching people how to make money. So 9 secrets to making money. Maybe 13 things they never taught you in school. Or maybe I'm in the dating space. So 17 things you can do today to get the girl. All right. Maybe I'm in digital marketing. So 7 ways to increase conversions. Maybe I have a recipe book. Okay. So vegan cooker checklist. Perfect. Okay. 5 ways to cook like a world-class chef. And 7 tips for your backyard garden. And that's something I'm kind of been interested in lately. So I'm going to walk you through how I created 7 tips for your backyard garden. So I'm just going to put that in. 7's always a good number. Seven tips for your backyard garden. Awesome. So just create the opt-in here. Perfect. And there it is. Edit opt-in. Okay. Here we are. Perfect. So it works, if you've watched the videos for the product funnels, it works just the same in terms of editing, but I'll walk you through it anyway in case you haven't seen those. So we just click on this, right? And then we scroll down to the text. Scroll back up. Okay, great. So we're just going to put seven tips for your garden. Okay. Now let's scroll back up and see what that looks like. Okay. So maybe we want to make that bigger. If you want, you don't have to. I'm going to, right? It's a little bit bigger. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to edit the background. So just all you have to do is just click on the background. I know it doesn't show up, but it's working. Scroll down. Now, there's all these different backgrounds here. Okay, so maybe you want to use this. This is a kind of a cool one, right? So it's got some different produce there. Publish changes. Okay. So let me go back real quick. So when we edit the text, we definitely want to put it in the middle, right? We want to orient it in the middle, and I'll show you why in just a second. Okay. So this part, right? This part below it, this is the part where we can talk about the benefits of opting in, okay? So what I'm going to write is learn how to turn your backyard into the most delicious grocery store on the block, right? So I'm talking about what you're going to get when you opt in, okay? So let me just highlight this, align it in the center. Now, you can't really see it that well, so maybe we want to adjust this. Maybe we want to make it a little bit bigger, right? Okay, and then maybe we want to change the color with this background. So we're going to do a dark We're going to do a dark blue, and then we're going to bold it as well. We might even make it a little bit bigger. Maybe that's too big, don't you think? That looks a little too big. Okay, let's make it a little smaller then. Okay. So that's probably going to be looking good. Perfect. Now we got to kind of change this because we want it to match. We want it to look the same. Okay. Text. Great. Maybe bold this as well. Okay. Perfect. And then another trick you can do is, because the background, right, is different colors, okay? You might run into this because there's a lot of different graphic backgrounds here. So a tip that you could do is instead of, okay, so this is a little bit white and there's some red and then there's green, right? Okay, and then there's a little gray here. So what you could do, a neat little trick here, let's just go back to the text editing and just make the background all one color. So maybe we'll make it yellow. Right? That stands out. Doesn't that look a little bit better? At least now they can see it. And I love this background, so I don't want to lose the background, but I want people to be able to see. Okay, let's try that. That looks good. Publish changes. Awesome. There we go. So now they just enter their name here and enter their email address here and then download now. Now it could be a download, right? And you can change the button. Okay. Let's go to buttons. Maybe it's get instant access, maybe like that. Right, so there's a lot of different ones here. Yes, let me in now. Download now. Click here to join. Get instant access. I like this one. It's green, right? That kind of goes with my theme of a backyard garden. So maybe that works for me, right? And so the goal here is to give them some awesome value, so that they say, "Hey, yeah, I want 7 tips for my garden. So I'll give you my name and email address." Perfect. Let's just publish changes. Okay, so after they enter their email address and their name, and they click on this button right here, it's actually going to send them directly to the thank you page, which is what I'm going to talk about in the last video. So that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next video where we talk about Aweber and how to hook up the ClickBank Builder to an autoresponder so you can start collecting the email addresses and creating a list. So I will see you on the next video.